welcome to Thursday night at Raincross Farms Makery. Welcome, everyone. We are so thrilled to be able to be hosting this segment of Craft Around the Clock, and we are, of course, happy to have our followers. So if you know the drill, feel free to give us a heart and follow us on Facebook, Raincross Farms Makery. Also, we have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to, same name, Raincross Farms Makery. And feel free to sprinkle out this video. So, my name is Robin, and for right now, behind the camera and behind the computer is my husband, Bill. But you are in for a special treat tonight because Bill is going to be the star of the show tonight, and I'm going to be his helper. He's always looking on TikTok and Reels and Facebook. Here's our baby. Sending me craft ideas, and he says, I could even do that one. You're on. So he is going to come up here. I'm going to get some things started, and
thank you, Terry.
And I'm going to monitor comments, and he's going to get things started.
Okay. I think we're up and running.
Okay.
Is Rocky helping?
Cat off. Cat. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking to see. Our keyword tonight is snowman, and yes, it looks like it's working. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Bill, and I'm going to get Facebook over up on my computer, and don't worry, you'll be seeing me. He'll need help. So here is Mr. Bill. He's hurting tonight. He's got some back pain.
Sciatic stuff.
Sciatic pain.
Hi-ya.
So you're kind of off center.
Yeah, that's okay because you're going to be fitting in. Duke, you want to help too? Come on. There he is. Okay, Duke is here to help too.
Okay, well, don't take too long because we're on a timer.
Down you go. Down you go, buddy. Good boy. All right, tonight, what I saw and I thought, good time for it, I just wanted to encourage Robin with some new ideas or different ideas. And, you know, she works her tail off trying to get these things together for you guys. So I thought, hey, I'll throw some ideas out there. And I was watching, I don't know, TikTok or a reel or something, and it had a snowman from Dollar Tree. Relatively simple. I thought, even I could do that. So we went to Dollar Tree, found some parts, and we had to adjust a little bit, but that was okay. But it's really simple to do. We found a vase, and this isn't the exact vase that I saw, but I like this one. And we found these plastic ornaments, and they look pretty good. And we found these little jars like this, and a smaller plastic ornament. And the whole idea is to put them together so they make snowmen. There we go. We're all done.
Okay.
No.
Does it have to be a clear plastic?
No, it does not have to be clear plastic. It can actually be any of the colors because we're going to end up painting them. So let's start with first things first. We are going to
Welcome, Marcia.
we are going to glue these together so they don't move around. So we got the head of the snowman and the body, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this piece because there's no reason for it. And the other thing is when we want these things to stick really well, we're going to use the E6000 for this just because it holds together really well. Can you go around and turn Tiffany off so I can see the comments, please? I tried to mute them. So I'm going to put a light bead of the 6000 around the edge of the glass. And again, I'm using the 6000 because it adheres and it doesn't let go. If this was going to be in a place that it needed something like weight or something along those lines, you might end up doing some weight in the bottom of this, rock or sand or something like that, and it would help hold it down. Give the whole vase some weight. But as it is, this is a lot heavier than the head, so it's not top heavy. That works really well. All right, the 6000 will be on there. It will lock it down.
It doesn't dry instantly like hot glue.
It takes a while for it to dry.
And if you needed it instantly, you might want to touch some hot glue in there, right?
Correct. You'd put a little bit of the 6000 round and hit a couple of different spots for the hot glue to stick. But that's our body of the snowman. Because we're on limited time, we decided to go ahead and make one ahead of time. And we're going to take what you do with a can. There it is. We're also going to cover it with flat white paint. So we spray paint this for a base of the flat white. Now we did run into, where's that little jar? I just had it in my hot little hands, the one we're, yeah. We ran into these at, for the body. They did a really good job printing these. They're hard to scrape off. They're hard to clean off.
So does not scrape off. It does not come off with acetone.
So we decided what we'd do, because we're going to paint it, is we actually sanded it off. And so it just made a nice finish. But when we spray painted it with the flat...
It didn't shrink when you spray painted it. It didn't shrink. That was the different size.
Anyway, this is the whole thing spray painted. And we did it ahead of time because we didn't want to smell the spray paint in here. We didn't have time for it to dry. Make a nice snowman, and this is the smaller one, but we also have a larger one that we're working with, but
we're not ready for that yet.
We need to make this thing sparkle. My daughter-in-law, but my daughter, Tiffany, says everything has to sparkle. My wife likes sparkle. I try to stay away from glitter, but there you go. Man glitter is what I'm about, and that is sawdust, if you didn't know. So to do this,
well, to start, we're going to set that aside, and we're just going to get.
Oh, I was going to paint it in there.
We're just going to get the glue on.
Okay,
that's all right.
All right, so we're going to Mod Podge this using the matte finish.
Doesn't
I guess
matter.
it doesn't matter. It's going to all.
You could just use regular glue too.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that, but yes, I can get that.
You want a paper towel?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to grab one here.
Hey, Victoria.
I'm not
welcome. She's new. She has no idea who you are. It's usually me, so you're in for a treat. You're getting.
I don't know about
Bill.
I don't know about a treat.
Center stage.
You got Duke.
Hello,
He's
Patricia.
a treat.
Hello, Roberta. I think I already said hello. Welcome, Marcia. Hey, Brenda. Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and cover this entire thing.
I'm gonna help you out here.
And I appreciate it. We're going to cover this entire thing with Mod Podge. How heavy do you think we ought to go on this? Just a smooth
well,
coating?
I'm thinking heavy enough that it doesn't dry before we're
busy here?
Yeah, you're going to want to get down to the edge here.
Down to the bottom.
And if you don't, if you miss some spots, you can always go back over it. Afterwards.
Now, just because I don't use Mod Podge a lot, how long does it normally take to dry when you put it on relatively heavy like this?
Less time than glue. Less time than white glue.
So we've got open time on this. We're probably
Not a
talking
whole lot.
3 or 4 minutes. Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know. Depends. It depends on your room. It depends on
humidity, depends on temperature, airflow.
So, yeah, and how thick you put it on. The thicker you put it on, the longer it's going to take to dry.
Nice part is it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because it's all going to be covered with the glitter.
Okay, around the neck.
You ready to spin it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, this does make it a whole lot easier.
Mm-hmm. And then the head.
All right, let's get it under the head now. On the neck. No, Duke. Get down, buddy. Duke is normally my partner. Normally, Robin isn't my partner in doing crafts. It's normally Duke, and I actually am enjoying this.
It's bothering him because he's not in Dad's lap.
Yeah. Personally, I prefer Robin in my lap, but that's a whole other story. So today I finished working on our deck outside. I got the deck finished put together. I had my good friend Greg come over and help me, and we got the whole deck put together.
Hey Karen, hey Vicky, welcome from Texas.
Hi Karen.
Oh, we got a Vicky and a Victoria.
Okay, can you set it down? Let me get the head, the top of it. Now we put it in there into your glitter box.
Okay, so this is just to catch glitter.
You know what we ought to... something about putting that in the box upstairs for Rocky. Anyway, all right.
Yeah,
So
you're missing some spots.
I'm trying to see them. Got my fingers on it.
Okay.
Okay. You see anything there?
Well, close enough.
I think we
Okay.
got it.
I'm gonna get
You're
my
gonna get your
fingers in
fingers
there.
going?
And I'm
We're
not
just
too worried
sprinkling.
about the top because he's gonna have a hat. But
There it is. All right, just sprinkle away. And pretty glitter. Now, where'd you get the glitter?
I
And
think that was you know what? Open up. Don't do the little shaker holes
do this one.
because this is drying.
Okay.
And we're
it's all gonna
catching
collect
we're
anyway.
catching all the.
I'll shake. You just hold. Here we go. Spin away. Spin away. So is this just Walmart glitter?
It's just Walmart.
Scoot
It's
that way a little bit, please.
it's kind of
Scroll.
iridescent. I can't just scroll.
Oh, you can. Yesterday what were we looking at on, was it on a piece
In
of paper or
bottom.
something, and I tried to enlarge it?
Yep.
Okay. Looks like I'm missing the neck over here. There. What a team, what a team, what a team. And you
And
just
at this
roll
point,
it around.
At this point, we can just kind of roll it around and dump it, and I'm gonna have you get the top.
I can get the top.
I'm gonna grab a baby wipe.
How we doing? Victoria's laughing at me. Why are you laughing at me?
Okay, how many of y'all's husbands will do this with you?
Me. I'm the best that's ever been. I'm your best husband you've ever had.
Okay, now you have to wait for the E6000 to dry. Then you spray paint it. You have to wait for that to dry. Then you have to wait for your Mod Podge to dry on your glitter. So
I don't want to mess with them. So.
we're not even going to touch it because we've already glittered one.
Oh, glitter.
Yep. And
I prefer man glitter.
you are going to have glitter. Okay, here is our finished glittered one. If you want to.
Do I get it
Yes.
present like this?
Donna, yours would. Good. Good to hear.
Okay, so we have our snowman. He's not as big around here, but that's the only vase we had, so it works. It's
It'll look
fine.
okay.
Now, what do you put on a snowman for the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the buttons, right? So we decided to go with actual buttons. And you have a whole bunch of, where did you get these? Was this a Walmart pack?
Those were Walmart. That was a whole pack at Walmart, and these are, I just sorted them in an ice cube tray from, I think it was like $6 for this pack, from this size, which is like a $half size, all the way down to itty bitty little baby buttons.
Okay, so we need some eyeballs, and we need some, let's start with eyeballs. And I'm thinking, what do you think of that size?
You know what?
I gotta have the same kind of
We'll
button.
work on the nose first.
Oh, yeah, it has
Do
to have
the
time to
nose
dry,
first?
right?
Well,
We have to have time to dry. So the one thing they did on this is they used air dry modeling clay. So we got this at Walmart. You can get it online. You can get it all kinds of places. But air dry modeling clay is some that you can knead and put together. Did you cut? Looks like you cut this off. What do you? Well, I know how to cut stuff. I carry my own. Thank you very much. Cut off a chunk. And then you knead it
probably
around.
way too much, but that's okay.
I'd rather have too much than not enough. I mean, it was like today. I cut things like 3 times and it was still too short.
Okay, and then you need to keep this in a airtight container, or it will all dry.
Right now, what I'm trying to do is to figure out how big that nose should be, and of course, you have to use a carrot for the nose, right? So, right now, I'm trying to figure out how to figure out how big to go for my carrot.
Well, and that's not going to be the actual one we use because it takes like 24 hours to dry.
And
but
she
this
would
is
like it anyway.
this is the stuff you don't have to bake it. You don't have to. It just dries in the air.
So what I'm trying to do is to figure out how big it goes. The other thing is you want it to
Kind of
maybe not stick straight out, but it might be however you want the nose. You want it to look like Jimmy Durante. You want it to go up. It just depends on how big you want that nose to be and where you want it to position. So you get it into place. You roll it out. I like to roll mine out like that. Did you do it differently when you did it?
I kind of started in a ball and then kind of rolled it at an angle till it kind of
So you started
carroted out.
You started in a ball, right? And then you
And
let's
then
see
I
how
ki-
your technique
well,
is.
I kind of flattened one end,
Make sure you get
and
it in the
then-
glitter.
and then I kind of rolled it like that
And I
till
ended
it
up
started getting like gumdrop shaped, and I just kind of kept rolling till it looked how I liked it.
and I started with a hot dog shape and rolled it out this way.
Doesn't really matter.
It works, right?
Mhm.
As long as it works, it's all good. Now the other thing is, again, you want to make sure that you get it at an angle that's going to work with the location. So if it's pointing up, pointing down, or
I
whatever
mean, you can
else.
always decide on that later, but
Right.
you might not just want it straight out.
So we're going to
We're gonna let those air dry.
air dry, and by the magic of time. Oh,
You can paint the one. That's a small one for the smaller.
this is for the smaller snowman. This is for the larger one. And what we're using for paint is just the pure orange, and this is acrylic paint.
I think it's folk art. It's just basic
What is
acrylic
this,
paint.
from like Walmart or
I'm
something?
sure that was from Walmart.
So you can get the acrylic paint even at Dollar Tree or whatever too, I think. I think I've seen it there.
Dollar Tree paint would probably work okay for that. You might need a couple of coats, but
It's really not that big of a deal. Come on, get out of there. Thank you. All right. Little bit will go a long way. And again, it's just making it look like a carrot. And you can get as detailed as you want. You want to put black, lines on it or anything else.
gonna do shading.
Yeah. You want your carrot to have warts on it, that's okay too.
I would be careful. I wouldn't paint the very bottom. You can see here's one that I finished. I didn't completely paint. I kind of wrapped the paint around, but I kind of left that open because I want that glue when we glue it on to stick really well.
Well, we haven't got a whole lot more comments, but how many people we got watching? 23.
23
Hello,
at this
people.
moment. Oh, don't forget to comment Snowman in the comments, and that will get you entered into our monthly drawing that we will be having on at the end of November.
So again, we did not try to do this without cutting myself. We did not paint this section because I want glue to stick there without any problem. Just paint it up, let it dry off. That's for the smaller snowman. This is our bigger one. Did we decide where this was?
No, I'm leaving that up to you.
You're leaving
It's
this
just,
part up to me.
It's
huh?
slightly bent. but-
Yeah. All right. So now it's time to start putting together our snowman. And I was noticing this had different types of buttons in the set.
Well, and they don't have to match.
Well, if I had coal, I would use coal.
But I thought maybe these or these for the mouth. Maybe
Yeah.
these for the bigger snowman's mouth.
I like that idea. You do pretty good.
I do okay.
You
huh?
do okay.
Okay, so you work on the eyes.
You obviously do okay. You married me. Ha!
Matching? 5 matching?
I do.
You want more than 5? Whatever.
Is
Whatever.
this for the mouth?
That's for the mouth.
think 5 works.
I would do odd numbers.
Odd
Maybe you
numbers.
want 7 with the
What is it with odd numbers? It always seems to work better.
nature works in odd numbers apparently.
I was trying to find 2 of these buttons that matched. It's not. They just don't match, do they? That's okay. It doesn't much matter. Here we go. There we go. We got those 2. Those 2 match.
Are they big enough?
Out of all of those, well, that's the eyeballs.
I know.
So yeah,
are they big
I
enough?
think so.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
You want the bigger ones.
I think we want bigger
We
ones.
should have
for
planned this out earlier.
That's part of crafting, though. You get to go in and play and figure out what you like. You know, honestly, even doing my deck outside, we were changing as we were going, and it all works fine. All right, I'm gonna start here with a blob of hot glue, and I'm gonna put this one on and try not to burn myself, because I've seen my wife do that lots and lots
Okay,
of
I'm
times.
just going to kind of hold that.
Ready? And I want to turn it around so everybody can see here in a moment. So, as you can see, you can tell this guy he's either going to be really cross-eyed or too wide or whatever. It really depends on what you want your snowman to look like. Me, I would probably be silly, but this isn't going to be for me most likely. So I think maybe I ought to... I would have no problem with a cross-eyed snowman. I am thinking that one needs to go about there.
Good night, Brenda.
Have
Catch
a
us on the
wonderful
replay.
evening.
Hey, Judy. Everybody's kind of quiet tonight. Are we up too late?
I sort of like the nose down there.
Okay.
I don't think I like it. Well, that's not bad either.
Or sideways?
So go up or down. I think I like that right there. All right, now this is going on to glitter. Is hot glue going to be strong enough, and will it pierce through? And because you're putting a whole lot of glue.
You might want to put some E6000 with it too, maybe in the middle.
Pull that center piece up. Thank you,
Okay.
sweetie. Now,
You only get one shot at it.
well, the E6000 will make a permanent bond and a better bond, but the hot glue. Look, I'm off center.
That's okay.
He's off center. That's all right. It'll be fun. All right. Oh, that's already down hard. Good. All right. And then the mouth. Let's set it down.
Yeah.
I hate doing this to myself, but I don't know a better way to do it. So my fingers are not going to pick
Yeah.
that up.
I'll do it.
You do the
Me to
mouth
do it?
part. You do the mouth part. Don't burn yourself. But
Oh,
I just know I
probably
can't
will.
pick them up. So
Okay, where are we wanting it?
put the center one right on. Well, how about to the left of the nose there a little bit? Let the nose be off center.
Okay.
You want to do that? Don't burn yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna, about right there?
Yep. That's probably the better choice. Why didn't you guys tell us to do it that way?
Part.
Yes. About half the width of the button. Half of the width of the button is the space in between. I need a pickup tool. You know, with these sausages, I don't pick up much, let me tell you. Are you making a smile for him?
The two ends will. Oh wait, is that the end or is that? Which one's the middle?
Well, he's already crooked. So we're gonna call this the middle here.
Okay.
So go that way with it. You can tell we do really well like this, right? You ought to
We'll
see.
try not to get into a fight.
Get into a fight.
Up higher, up higher.
Up higher?
Well, too late now.
No, it's all right.
He's gonna have a crooked
He's
smile.
gonna be a little bit woogity. What can you say? All right, I think he's a cute snowman right now. Look
Okay.
at that smile, huh? Give me a
Okay.
thumbs up if you like him.
Okay, now he needs some buttons.
He needs some buttons.
Buttons down his
Who's
front.
got the button? Well, I think your dots are a good idea.
Is
Now we
that
gotta
too big?
Ooh, that's pretty big. How about the next size down? Yeah, that'll work. Just do two. Just do two buttons.
We're back to that same.
Can't find anything that
Can't find two
matches?
matching ones here. No. And you know
Leave
they
it to
have
Walmart.
to match. Well, meant to be. Yes. Okay. Here's two.
What is?
Okay. Don't forget the scarf.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
think of the scarf going down, so maybe right about here.
Sure.
Pop that in there. Karen says the meticulousness is amazing.
Isn't it though?
I think she's being silly. All right, right there.
Sure.
Karen, did you hear what they called their boy? What Mike and Savannah called their boy? His name is Hezekiah.
Okay. So, what every good snowman needs.
What does every good snowman need? Oh, there went his
Uh-oh.
nose.
No. His nose stopped him.
His nose
Okay.
is good.
So he needs a scarf and a hat, right?
Scarf and a hat and a
So-
corncob pipe.
Dollar Tree, they have these cute little scarves. So I like that. I like that plaid. Bill wanted more of a. Did you want the black and white plaid?
I
didn't have
like
one.
black and white, but that's
Okay.
me.
But so we're gonna use one of these, and we're going to make a hat, and we are going to make.
Okay, this is where I have to learn
scarf.
some.
Okay,
You're
so
much better at this stuff.
let me see if half of this will make a good scarf. A knot?
With
That
a
should
knot.
do it. Okay.
With a
So,
knot.
I'm going to cut this in half. Do you want to work on
Okay.
the scarf?
So you wrapped around his.
It's just half.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I'm just doing a simple scarf. All right, you're doing
And I'll
the
do the
hat.
hat.
All right, show us what you're doing on the hat.
Okay. So, for the hat. Do I have?
This might be. What are you doing? Oh, you need a head.
Oh, here.
Well, I wasn't done yet.
Say, scrunch it.
I wasn't done yet.
Okay. Scrunch it. You're like choking the poor.
I'm getting
Do
there.
you
Come
want
on.
to cut it in
I
half
thought
the
you did-
long way?
Yeah, I'm thinking I
Okay.
will. It's just too much bulk.
I need to scissors. I need to get the circumference of his head for the hat. So that's going to go to about right there. So I'm going to trim that up.
You need scissors back.
Nope.
Down you go, buddy. Duke is wanting on my lap again.
Okay, so this is going to be the hat. He is fashioning the scarf. And I am going to we have 15 more minutes.
No, that's my. Yes, that would be 15 more minutes, but that is that I have to take the trash down to the street.
And instead of sewing this, can you hand me the glue gun?
You got the glue gun right there.
I'm just going to kind of give this a hem, not a hem, a seam. Doesn't have to be perfect. Careful with the hot glue. And then, so I'm going to double it. So I'm going to fold it over in half. Sticking to me. I'm going to bring those two edges right up there. And then I'm going to get some string. And we are going to tie a little pom-pom. So I'm just kind of scrunching that together.
And hold it.
Can I have you hold?
And then I'm going to have you, whenever you help me with the knot on this, make sure I got the knot right. To be or not to be.
Okay, let me see how long that is.
A little more? I think it needs a little more. Good.
You want to pull it out more?
Yeah, a little more palm.
This fun. A little more palm.
There you go. I think that's it.
Okay.
Give it a crunch that down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to trim that off. Ta-da.
And then on the scarf, I was just going to do a simple fold over like that, and we can trim this off and put the star here.
Or do a pretty.
Pretty? I don't do pretty.
Okay, so turn it around. Show them so far.
How are we doing so far? What do you think?
Maybe lift him up and show him closer to the camera.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Is that awesome looking or what? I see one heart coming up.
Okay, be careful of that. It's
Yes,
hot.
ma'am.
Okay, so I've got
you have
this hat.
Oh, we'll do that after this star. You got one? We're gonna dress him up even more.
Okay, I need to look at him. So we're going to kind of tack it down. So cute! Look at him. Look at him.
You know I came up with a good idea here.
Okay,
I
so
wish we had these smaller to go around the brim of his hat. That would be fun.
I might have some somewhere else, but we won't have it tonight. Okay, and I'm just putting a couple little glue dots here and there, and show them what that is.
So we got mini decorations, you know, the little plastic pieces,
They can't see.
and we're gonna put them right there on his. Is it a him or a her?
I don't know.
It's a snow person. We're gonna put it on the scarf,
On his little bow.
like a brooch, because you know we all need a brooch. Yeah, Karen, they're gonna call him Hezekiah, but they're gonna call him Zeke, but his name is Hezekiah, and I thought that poor kid when he gets to school, teachers are gonna say who?
No, they are not.
Hey,
okay.
I was a teacher. I know these things.
You said that over Bob.
That's true. Okay. Does it go on one or does it go right on the knot? Right?
Right on the knot.
Put that on there. That back and stick it. All right. Oh, that's hot coming through there. All right.
Okay. So what do we think? We could put one up here.
That's what I was wondering if they could be made smaller or something.
No, we don't need to be.
Don't need to be smaller?
Just put one right there.
You were doing the hat. You do it.
Okay, well, there we have it. It's kind of hiding his buttons.
Hiding his buttons. I'm wondering if that needs to be shorter, but we'll see. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
It's cute.
Real simple. Couple of bucks, some spray paint, and you got something cute. And then, do we have the little guy yet?
He's still
We didn't
drying.
have him finished, right?
No, he's still drying, but you can kind of put him up and show. You can make, if you get both sizes, you could make a little snow family, a little single parent snow family, or you could do a whole bunch. Anyway,
That was just
cute
a simple idea. And I just wanted to encourage my wife to continue and have a good time doing this. And thank you, Judy. Roberta says very cute. Victoria says so adorable. Cheryl says cute. Marilyn says first time on your page from Denver. Well, just so you know, Mary, I'm not normally in front of the camera, but apparently she wanted me up here for eye candy. That's all I can figure out. So I just wanted to encourage my sweet wife. She puts a lot of time and effort into these things, and so I thought I can do this. I can do a little bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna trim his little scarf.
Trim his little scarf. Oh, she said in Denver, North Carolina.
Oh,
we
Denver.
are in Lewis. We're right outside of Lewiston in a place called Julietta in Idaho. So right on the Washington border area. So we're in the northern part of Idaho.
Okay.
And it's still nice and warm every day right now. I think it was
Not
50
warm.
degrees. Oh,
Not
it was
warm.
it
It's
was
just not
nice out
frozen.
there today.
And then what did I do with it? I had some.
You had some? What?
I had some fray check.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to step out and
No,
take
but
care of
I don't.
this.
I don't. Here it is.
Got it?
Okay. So
I'm gonna let you take it over, and I'm going to try not to break anything.
try not to trip.
Try not to break my neck.
Okay. I missed the beginning. What did you use for the body? Okay. We used a couple different things.
Rocky's in the way.
Let me show you in pieces. Okay, so this was all from the Dollar Tree. So this was the big guy. We got this glass vase, Dollar Tree. I also noticed Walmart had a really pretty curvy vase. It was like $3. This was $1.25. So you want one that kind of has some shape to kind of make it look like a snowman. And this is one of their big plastic clear ornaments. It doesn't have to be plastic. It doesn't have to be clear because you're going to paint it. For the smaller one, we used this. It says Life Happens, Wine Helps. This had the least amount of printing on here, and I thought it would be easy to come off. I thought I could scrape it off with a razor blade. Nope. I thought I could get it off with acetone. Nope. So what I ended up doing is sanding it off because I didn't want it to show through when we painted it. And that worked out okay. And after we painted it, you didn't see the scratches from the sanding. But honestly, I think after you put the glitter on, you're not going to see it anyway. So this was for the small one. So that's what we used. So we glued the ornament to the top of the vase, let it dry. Then we spray painted it flat white. Let that dry. Then we covered it in Mod Podge and coated it in, this is iridescent glitter. You could just use plain white glitter. You could do it, I don't know, you could use kind of an icy blue too. That would be pretty. Anyway, so we glittered it up so that it was sparkly. And once that glitter dries, then we made the nose out of air dry clay. And this we got at Walmart. Air dry clay. It's like Play-Doh, only you leave it out in the air for like 24 hours and it will dry solid. Like this. Here's one I made for the small guy when we get to him. but it's very pliable when it comes out of the package, and then it dries up nice and hard. You don't need to put it in an oven or anything. And then we glued on buttons. Then we glued on his nose, and then we used a scarf, or you could use just fabric to give him his scarf and his hat. And we used some little sparkly snowflakes to just kind of dress up his scarf and his hat to kind of make him matchy-matchy. So hopefully you liked that. Glad you enjoyed your first day with us. Live a couple times a week. I am an independent designer for Chalk Couture, so I'm usually doing Chalk Couture silkscreen stencil projects, but I thought, that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I would rather have people come follow us and watch us craft and get inspired than, and then maybe sell some chalk stuff here and there
Hampty
on the
boy is
way.
saying hello.
Hello, Hampty Boy. Hampty Boy's my son. He's watching on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Right now we are going live on both places. So we store all of our replays. All of our videos are available on YouTube, also on Facebook. We set them to never delete. And we hope you will follow us. And if you would like to get live notifications right before we go live, there is, if you're on your phone, there is a, if there's not a little line that says notify me or get notified, you can click on what looks like a chain link. It's two little circles interlinked. You can click on that and you can find the one that says get notified, and you can sign up for free notifications so you can find out when we go live. So, did you guys enjoy having Bill? Give Bill some hearts. Awesome, good, Victoria. We'll be looking for you.
Tell them what they get when they sign up. I mean, I'm not going to sign up. When they comment Snowman, we do a drawing.
When you comment Snowman, that helps us track, so we can go into our system, find out who all commented Snowman. I can copy and paste your names and put them on our spinning wheel every month. We used to do it every week. We kind of are slowing down a little bit. We're going to go to once a month, but you'll get your name on the wheel to win our end of the month prize. And if you comment every time we go live, you might have 8-10 different entries into that monthly drawing. So that's the main purpose. You will also get a notification to your messenger, and that will give you the opportunity to sign up for those notifications also. So I hope you will do that. I hope you'll follow. And I think we are just about out of time. We're like a minute, and I'm not going to stretch it out, but we always like to say do something creative every day and just have fun. And if you make some snowman, I hope you will send us a picture, because we would love to see them. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Oh, tomorrow, gingerbread party, Craft Around the Clock gingerbread party. Come and watch me. I'm on at 12:15 Pacific time. I've got a great craft tomorrow too. It'll just be me. You're just crushing my spirit.
Oh, you're funny.
So come join me tomorrow. Join all of the crafters tomorrow, all day long on Craft Around the Clock for gingerbread party, gingerbread themed crafting. So I hope we'll see you then. And otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.